Are those Egans against Mitsuhide's army? I need to help.
Is that the daughter of Fujibayashi Nagato?
She died in the war.
No, that's her. She survived.
Maybe it's her ghost.
Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu, raise your heads.
Timely assistance, Yasuke. I am pleased to see you survive Lord Nobunaga's betrayal.
Thank you, my lord. I honor Lord Nobunaga's alliances.
I admire your loyalty. The line does not seem as clear in these tumultuous times. I extend my gratitude to your friend as well. What is your name?
Thank you, Lord Ieyasu. I am Naoe.
Naoe. Ah, the Fujibayashi child.
You know me?
My associate once extended my protection to you. Before the regrettable events of Iga.
Hattori Hanzo served you.
And he continues to do so. A resourceful and loyal man. I count on his support. He will arrive soon. And he will be surprised to see you alive.
Is he escorting you out of the Kansai?
Observant, as most Igans. I am opting for the best strategy the situation prescribes. The sword may win this battle, but patience will win the war.
But Mitsuhide got ahead through aggressive means, my lord.
And yet, in the end, restraint will triumph and ensure prosperity.
But your forces could help Hashiba Hideyoshi and the Oda clan.
What would this accomplish? For more than 100 years, vengeance, power, and treason have led to this endless cycle. It will drive Hideyoshi, just as it drives Mitsuhide. I stood by Lord Nobunaga's vision, but his assassination will have the wolves tear each other apart for power. In this moment, it is wiser to be a fox.
Yes, Lord Ieyasu.
The aim is peace. We will usher the people there carefully. It is useless to harm a bird to make it sing. Best to wait for its song. Ah, our friend in common has arrived.
Hattori Hanzo.
I hope we can one day continue this conversation. Thank you, both. Your help will not be forgotten.
Until we meet again, Lord Ieyasu.
I should talk with Hanzo. By myself.
If you need me, you know where I am.
Where is he going?
Alive, are you?
Surviving.
Your father?
Dead.
I offered him life, and he chose death. Stubborn until the end.
That's not what happened. You knew what he was hiding.
The more important question is whether you know.
A fancy lacquered box.
You don't know what's inside.
My father died protecting it. That's all that matters to me.
And of course, now it is lost.
I will find it.
You don't have to be a fool like he was. Abandon this quest.
No, I made a promise.
It is a path that only leads to death.
Then why am I still standing?
It killed your father, and it killed your mother. It will kill you next.
What does this have to do with my mother?
It has everything to do with Tsuyu. You are robbed of an exceptional woman, the best warrior I have ever met.
Tell me more.
It's a complicated story, and I am not much of a storyteller. But I knew her, as well as Nagato did.
Were you close to my father?
We were different in every way. The high-born war prodigy, and the humble Jizamure's son. But we were like brothers.
What changed?
Our views. Time. The world is always moving. But most of all, it was those cursed boxes.
Boxes? There's more than one?
That is all I will say. Abandon this foolish quest, and work with me.
I gave my word.
Open your eyes, Naoe. The world is changing. Your skills have value. Come with me.
And be the tool of yet another power-hungry demon like you?
I am not the one chasing ghosts. There's much you don't know.
Fine. But I will never stop asking for the truth.
Your parents raised an honorable child. I understand the burden you carry. Your father's blade is more than a weapon. It is a way of life.
Is it linked to the boxes? What are they?
Go to Setsu. Look for a large coffin. As for what is inside, you will find out on your own. And Naoe, make Tsuyu proud.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I think I'm scared.
Well, you are the most courageous person I have ever met. That must count for something.
You will have to. You can't come with me this time, Yasuke.
We all have secrets, and we all have to face them one day. Just know that your allies will be there for you if you need us.
What would I do without you?
I really do not know. Hey, you've got work to do. Get to it.
This place fits Hanzo's description. Now to find the way inside. This must be the way in. Now to find what Hanzo spoke about. So cryptically. What is this place? A battle. I wonder what happened. This scroll is in bad shape. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. The rest is too damaged to read. I wonder where this leads. Who else knows about this place? Good thing I have my rope. Whoever was here didn't want to be found. No signs of battle here. They must have missed this room. There's something ahead. Could one of the bodies be... Let's not go there, Naoe. He wears a blade just like mine. More bodies, dead for years. A battle between Ronin and Shinobi. What were they fighting for? No one has been here for years. Three altars. Could this be where the boxes were kept? Valor, wisdom, benevolence. The same virtues Chichiwa used in lessons when I was young. Only wrote on a few pages, in an odd language. Yasuke can try. I need Yasuke to look at this book. This must have belonged to someone in the Kakushibaiki. Perfect fit. Time to get out of here. You followed me?
Of course not. Pure coincidence.
I'm fine, you know.
So, what did you find?
I was hoping you could help me with this. I can't read it.
Ah, Latin.
What does it say?
It is a journal, or at least a part of one, if we judge it by the cover. Belonging to Alvaro Cataribera, a Spaniard. He writes about a young assassin.
What? Read it.
I will try to translate, but it is only a few pages. I would need more time for precise reading.
Yasuke!
All right. The time to expand the Brotherhood has come. If we are to fulfill the mission from Emperor Gonara. Tomorrow, Tsuyu and I leave for Iga, in search of a new ally. If rumors are true, a free spirit shinobi, Momochi Sandayu, fights daimyo oppression.
A mission from the former emperor? Momochi Sandayu?
There is more. With luck, Tsuyu will build our brotherhood in Japan, Kakushiba Iki, they call it. One last page. Today, I announced my departure to Tsuyu. I gave her the task of protecting the objects, to keep their secrets. The balance of Japan rests with her. We live in shadow to serve the light.
The objects. What do you think they are?
I do not know. But judging by what this Kataribera wrote, their identity should remain a secret.
My parents. They died for this creed. Hanzo spoke the truth. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. I found that tenet in the Kofun.
They were good people who fought for others. We will find what they have lost and honor what they stood for. They are not establishing outposts in Tamba, Omi, Ki, and Yamato.
That's as good a start as any. A secret technique. That'll be helpful. A new lesson.
There is something different about you. A newfound sense of... The term escapes me. Is it desire? That's for you to define. A path you will trace beyond my guidance. Good. What has been can never truly be erased. Only obscured to those who come next. What once was, is. Waiting. Go. Onward.
When I was initiated into the Brotherhood, I swore, among many things, to stay my blade from innocent flesh. As I uttered my oath, I nearly choked on emotion. I felt it sing in my soul. A crude twist of fate, perhaps, that this oath would turn out to be my undoing. A pursuit gone wrong. A miscalculation on my part. A young girl, fear and confusion etched into her lifeless eyes. My hidden blade, bright and sticky, with the waxy sheen of her blood. To this day, I do not know her name. It's likely for the best. One thing to have nightmares, another thing to know them on a first-name basis. A nightmare that has pursued me since my excommunication from the Brotherhood. From Spain to far-flung ports, Malacca, Formosa. That song I once felt, that once stirred my heart. Silent. And then Macau, where I was shaken. Briefly from my drunken haze. A discussion between two men, Templars. Talking in the open, boldly, and unquestioned. I listened intently as they spoke of an expedition in a chain of islands they called Japan. They departed, and I followed. In the year of 1549, I landed at Nagasaki. The arrival of Francisco Javier's delegation provided ample cover and access. I absorbed as much as I could, testing the instinct I was certain had faded since I violated the Brotherhood's 3 tenets. Since I stumbled from the path, I have covered it for so long. I was wrong. My instincts simply hibernated, waiting for a new war. And in the land of Japan, I had found it. Or, it found me. Couldn't fight it alone. I would need allies, soldiers. Progress is slow, but promising. And she is promising as well. A Japanese girl that I saved. Her arm has shriveled from starvation. I wonder how her wrist can bear the weight of a hidden blade. But I recognize the look in her eyes. She's determined to learn, has the potential to become lethal. To open her heart to the music that once guided me. A tune I had not expected to hear again. Before my day of atonement comes, I am content to do what I have always done. Kill in the name of freedom. To prove my faith in the name of a brotherhood that will not have me. And the new one I will build. The nightmare, it will subside.
A letter from Tsuyu. Someone displeased my mother. They always said I had her fire. Special construction in Yamato province. I wonder what that's about. Hide in plain sight. Maybe that's why our blade retracts. To be hidden even when visible. I wonder where this leads. This looks like another Kakushibaiki outpost. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. I saw this tenet in the Setsu Kofun. If only it was easier to tell who's actually innocent. A letter signed by my mother? A message asking for help. Kaede, we have information that a mysterious group has emerged. They know what we are protecting and where the objects are hidden. The location of the box was compromised. Tsuyu called every member of the Kakushibaiki to Setsu to defend it. Those bodies in the Kofun. They perished.
the way to the shrine. He ran away up the cliffside, climbing and leaping like a monkey.
This feels familiar.
You're telling
Kakushiba Ikki territory.
I can show you my brother's bloody bandages. Okay, show me.
Takes a lot to get all the way up here. I'll hang your corpse somewhere special. For Lord Nobunaga! Death to Igan! And on and on and on! Die!
Here I come!
Unfortunately, some fights are unavoidable.
That man was deranged. How long has he been out here hunting people? How long has he been alone? And he said for Lord Nobunaga. But why? People are still killing in his name? We are the shadows who serve the light. This must have been their creed. It feels true to our league too. Yasuke would like it. This letter speaks of my mother. My mother was a master shinobi. and her students respected her. I guess she was recruiting in this region. Another secret outpost of the Kakushibaiki. Always honor, never compromise. Reminds me of our Egan oaths. It's not only the group that must be protected, but its beliefs. A letter. Kakushibaiki call themselves assassins, all slaughtered at the Kofun. This man must have died from his wounds. I hope the others escaped. That's the last outpost. The Kakushibaiki live on. I wish I could tell them. Let's see what happens. Come on! Move! Move! Ugh. Enough, Naoe. Stop. Okay. Think. Feel. Let it all pass through you. Clear your mind. Mushin.
You're alive. Rest, my plum. I've got you.
The box. I couldn't stop him.
The fault is mine. It was my oath, and I failed. I kept so many secrets for so long, never knowing if I should reveal them. Your mother left me with a heavy burden. To protect the box and to raise you, I did not want to put that burden on your shoulders.
The box.
One of 3 imperial regalia. The jewel, Yasakani no Magatama. They are the sacred heart of our country. treasures the Emperor entrusted the Kagoshima Iki to protect. But that was long ago. Back when we met Tsuyu.
My mother.
She was the apprentice of a Nama stranger. She followed this foreign creed of assassins. They came to Iga seeking help from Momochi Sandai. They said the balance of the world was at risk. Tsuyu stayed with us in Iga. Became a student of Sandai, as Hanzo and I were. But soon, the student became the master. We all swore upon her creed, an oath, the creed I should have taught you. You are so much like your mother. I was afraid that if you knew, you would suffer the same fate.
Chichiwe.
It was my oath to the creed to protect the jewel. But I loved her. And when you came, you were our jewel. We loved you so much. For a few years, we prospered. The regalia were safely hidden in Setsu. Our league grew. Our enemies faded. We were foolish to let our guard down. A new foe rose from the shadows. I stayed in Iga with you, while the league was slaughtered. The regalia stolen. Only Sandai, Tsuyu, and Hanzo survived. Tsuyu returned in the night, with the jewel. She made me swear to protect it and entrusted me alone. She promised me she would return with the other regalia. But she never did. When Sandai returned, he told me Tsuyu had died. It shattered my soul. I hid the jewel in the Kofun and kept her secret. The League died with her. I swore to myself to never let anything happen to you, our jewel. And every night, for years, I played her favorite song. And then one night, across the valley, I heard someone playing the song back to me. I ran towards the source, but she was gone. I know it was her. And so, I kept playing her song every night to let her know the jewel was safe and that you were all right. Naoe, she might be alive. We must find her. If we can just reach Tomiko's, there is hope. She will help us.
I remember now. I remember it all. Stuart, why did you carry that burden by yourself? You weren't alone. I was right there. You weren't alone. Their song. He was calling to her. To you, Mother. can't believe that worked. I wonder if my father knew of this place, knew where these stairs lead. All those years angry at Chichiue for not talking about my mother. The Imperial Regalia, the sacred hearts of our country. That was the mission Kataribera wrote about. Why would the Emperor trust them with this treasure? It doesn't matter. My parents died protecting them, and I will too. Valor, wisdom, benevolence. I returned the jewel, Yasakani no Magatama. I have honored my promise, Chichiue. My love. If you read this, it is because you and our Naoe have been forced from Iga. Because our secret is discovered. I know you may not understand my absence or my reasons for it. They are not the only secrets I have kept from you. I did not die the night our league fell. Mother?
Countless nights, I kept hidden, listening to Nagato's song, again and again. It took all those years to understand. It was the key.
It was you playing back to my father.
Forgive me, Tsuyu.
You stole the regalia?
No. Lord Ieyasu found the mirror and stole it from the Foreign Order. A secret very few know. He believes these treasures belong to our land. He kept the mirror and waited to return it to the Emperor.
To gain favor from the Imperial Court.
Perhaps. He plays a much better goat game than I. But we both believe the foreign powers are only here to take from us.
So how did you get the mirror?
I am loyal to him now. I simply asked for it. Come, I will explain. You and the Black Samurai left Lord Ieyasu with quite the impression.
Oh?
He admired your friend's sense of honor. He perceived the samurai to hate the Foreign Order just as much as he did. Lord Ieyasu was just as interested in your character, your resilience to fulfill your father's promise. You now understand the meaning of the blade?
My parents followed an Imperial mission to protect the regalia and obeyed a creed that fought oppression.
Don't sound so excited.
No one likes giving details.
They were a foreign assassin brotherhood who battled foreign interests in our land. We served to protect those who could not protect themselves.
To shed a light on this world.
And this is what Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu saw in you.
That convinced him to give you the mirror?
It made him see why I needed it. Redemption.
Why do you need redemption? Hanzo.
I have to confess something that will be hard for you to hear. Please listen before acting.
I'll try, but no promises.
Your mother's strength with your father's compassion. The only people I have loved in this world. I told you Nagato and I were brothers despite our differences. But we had one thing in common. We both loved Tsuyu. She had the beauty of Kishotenyo and the fighting spirit of Hachiman. I did not care for her idealist foreign creed. All I wanted was her. The things I did to impress her. But she chose Nagato, a lower rank to Jisamurai. The pain and the shame were unbearable.
Did she know of your feelings for her?
My pride would never allow that. So I left Iga. I offered my services to whomever would give blood to my blade. They all feared me. Oni Hanzo, the bloodthirsty demon. Years passed, and I returned to Mibno. I thought I could conquer her hurt, impress her with my exploits. But then, I saw you. The perfect family. I left again. My rage consuming me. This was supposed to be my place. She should have loved me. I did. The unthinkable.
What did you do?
I heard of a mysterious group offering riches for the regalia.
You sold Ashikaga Yoshiaki their location out of resentment.
The contract was secret. I did not know who forged it, but I didn't care. I wanted to break them. So I sacrificed the thing Tsuyu loved most.
You sacrificed her creed, her vow.
It was just a mission given to her by a foreign master. Objects that could turn to dust for all they mattered to me.
They mattered to her.
I regretted it immediately. But it was too late. I rushed to Tsuyu to tell her the regalia had been compromised. She called the Kakushiba-iki back to defend Setsu.
But it wasn't enough. I saw their bodies in the kofun.
The Imperial regalia was stolen. I betrayed them all. And Sandayu said Tsuyu was dead. But I never believed him.
So you searched for her?
For years. I also watched your father mourn. Watched him raise and love you. You grew. As did my shame. After the first attack on Iga, I knew it was only a matter of time before it fell. I could not let Tsuyu's daughter die in a pile of rubble.
That night in Iga, you wrote that letter?
I always suspected your father to have the jewel, but so did the enemy. I offered you both the protection of my lord, but when Nagato refused, my options were few.
And the Shinbakufu got to us first.
I am sorry your father died. I tried to save you both, and I can save you still by persuading you from your path.
My path will unify us.
Is that what you think you're doing? Picking up misfits on the campaign for unity?
They are my family.
They slow you down. Family. That same weakness is what killed your mother and father. You repeat their fault.
And you have not learned from yours. What has your jealousy earned you but the name Demon?
I will take all your venom, if it means we start anew. Naoe, do not make their mistake.
Enough! I want justice!
Perhaps I deserve death. But not by your hand. And not now.
You don't get to decide that!
As you wish. But I will not die before I know Tsuyu's fate. We can find out together. Please.
You really believe my mother is alive?
I do.
And if I go with you, you will help me find her?
Or die looking.
A wise boy taught me that if we want to move forward, it cannot be towards vengeance. It's a choice we must make more than once in this world.
We will move in the shadows together.
To serve the light. Go. I will wait for your message.
Lord Ieyasu was right. You are the future of our country.